Hi guys, welcome to All About Food. Today I'll be showing you how to make the best hot dogs. So stay tuned and let me show you how I do it. Okay, so today I'll be showing you how to make the best hot dogs. So what I'm going to use, obviously I've got some hot dog buns, I've got some cheese grillers, which I'm just going to heat up a bit. I've got some tomatoes, some lettuce, some parsley, a little bit of salt. The sugar I'm going to show you where I'm going to use it now. And of course I've got my tomato sauce and mustard. So as you can see, I'm busy here. I'm just going to fry some onions, and the brown sugar you saw, I'm going to throw this with because I want to make some caramelized onions, which is also going onto my hot dog. So I just want to turn my stove on and start to fry my onions. I want them to be nice and golden brown and soft, and when I'm done I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so now my pan is getting a bit hot, so now I can get my cheese grillers and put them on and heat them slightly and maybe give them a bit of a brown color. So I just want to take one, just make sure all the oil is evenly disposed in my pan. And I'm just going to take this. You can do this on the grill as well, but I just do it on my stove. As you can hear, my onions are ready and starting to fry a bit. Just get all your cheese grillers on there. Now you just put everything a little bit higher so that you'll get a bit more heat. So actually this is just assembling and showing you what a good hot dog looks like. So stay tuned and I'll show you what the cheese grillers are going to look like when they are done and what I'm going to do with my onions. Onions are going nicely. You want your onions to be translucent. Once they are, we're going to add a bit of butter and of course my brown sugar. And then we will start to caramelize it. As you can hear, our cheese grillers are also starting, so that's the sizzle sound that you want to hear. So now I want to turn my cheese grillers because they are starting to get a bit of a tan color, and that's what you want. You want them to have a little bit of color. Just look at this one. It's got a beautiful color. So I just tend to turn them a bit just to give each side a nice equal amount of time to get nice color on them. And I tend to take the ones on the outside and give them a chance to be on the inside. Okay, so now you just give them time to get a nice color on the other side as well. Let's put this one in the middle as well. And check on your onions. Okay, so now your onions are starting to get a little bit brown and it's a bit see-through. So now this means you can start to add a bit of butter. So just get your butter. Just get a nice tablespoon. Just get your butter in there. And then, of course, get your little bit of brown sugar, get that in there as well. Just shake your grillers a little bit. We don't want them to burn. Okay, now your brown sugar, just make sure all your onions are covered with your butter and your sugar. As you can see, they are turning a beautiful brownish color. That's because of the brown sugar and the butter. So now you just leave them to fry a little bit longer and they're going to start to caramelize. And then you can take off your cheese grillers because I am sure that they are starting to have a beautiful color like this one. As you can see, they are all starting to have a beautiful color. You don't want to burn them. You just want to heat them up and give them a charred kind of color because it is a hot dog. Okay, so my stove is down to make sure my cheese grillers don't burn. Putting my butter away. Okay, now I just want my onions to go a little bit, and now I'll show you how to dish up the best hot dog that you've ever had. Okay, so our onions are ready and they are looking very gorgeous. As you can see, they are really looking nicely and caramelized. So now I'm just putting them aside just to cool down slightly, but I want to dish up my hot dogs nice and warm while my cheese grillers are still also a bit hot. Okay, so first of all, I've got some beautiful hot dog buns, and now I just want to show you how I cut mine. Okay, I just take a bread knife and I just make a little bit of a cavity just in between. So I just cut it slightly. I don't cut it through. I just cut it open a slight bit. And with my fingers, I just push it apart a bit, just to make like a little hole where I can put everything inside. And I'll do the same with the other one as well. Just lightly, and just with your fingers, just push it apart slowly. Just like this. Okay, so now, first of all, we will be putting in the lettuce. Okay, so I've cut my lettuce into long strips like this, so it fits nicely onto my bun. So now I just want to put all of them inside. You can put in as much as you like, or you don't even have to put any in if you don't like lettuce. I like mine to just leap out. Some of it must stick out, because this is how we make the best hot dogs in South Africa. Just like this. You always have to have a little bit of greens, hey? Okay, so now I just put all of my leaves in, all of my lettuce. So now I'm getting my cheese grillers, just pushing it in there, and getting another one, just get it in there. Okay, so now I'm going to add some tomato, of course, and I've cut my tomatoes into rounds, but now I just want to cut them in half. Just like this. So now I'm just going to slide it in there. Take another one and do the same with the other one as well. Just get them in there. Okay, so now I think that's enough. Now I want to actually get my onions. I'm going to use the same tongs. Okay, so now I just want to get my onions on the one. And remember, we didn't put any salt on this, so that's also fine because we're going to put some salt on them now. Okay, so the one I'm going to put onions and of course some of the sauces, and the other one I'm just going to leave with the onions. Because remember, some people in your family might not like the onions and other people might want onions. So it just depends on what you guys like. Okay, so now I'm just getting some tomato sauce. Wait, before I get the tomato sauce, I just want to put on a little bit of salt. And just a little pinch of pepper. Just clean your hands. And now you can get your tomato sauce and just beautifully drizzle it over. And of course a little bit of mustard. And then lastly, to make your dish look absolutely gorgeous, you're going to add just a little bit of parsley. Just like this. And just like that. Just to make it look appetizing. And there you have it. How to make a hot dog. It can't be any more simple than this, guys. Just look at that. Enjoy, and please remember to like and subscribe, and leave your comments and let us know what you think. Enjoy, guys.